We've got this consolidation, we're bounded by this daily demand to the lows. We could take a wick through that, but that's kind of where we're at, and we don't really want to be breaking. A significant break below here will then create a whole wealth of supply unless it bounces really hard. So that's kind of the do or die zone from the way I see it. Today I was looking, so my last update, I was looking for a bounce on this weekly zone, and obviously it can bounce anywhere from the top down to the bottom, and there were a few zones inside it. So my alert went, but the bounce came as the highest level, I guess. I was ideally looking for us to take out Thursday low and go into the 12-hour demand or back into that daily below, and then there's also an hourly right near the bottom there. But as I say, we just got that bounce off the top. It's possible we might end up with something similar to this week of the 13th, where we get very little retracement on Tuesday, Wednesday, and we do have FOMC tomorrow, so just need to see what happens through here. I have put another alert in on my low time frame chart just in here. There's a 15-minute demand, just looking for that higher low. However, we now have hit this daily supply. There's a few things that sort of lacked confluence as well. The BTC Korea chart, so again, that had a couple of equal lows and it didn't quite take those out. So again, would have been nice if we'd taken those out and gone into the 2-week demand here. CME, again, I was looking at the weekly zone and I wanted a bounce on this 4-day inside it. So we got very, very close to there, but again, not quite to the level I wanted. We've also now left a CME gap that's a little bit higher in this daily supply above. So on that basis, I've put, so again, like I say, just considering scalps at this point, and then we see what zones break as and when. Bias remains up while we're above the big daily demand that I talked about below, and then this weekly intra-range demand. So we're more confident of longs overall. However, taking out this low off daily supply is also a possibility. So just see if we get the reaction for the higher low here, but else I'm still looking at those zones below. I have put an alert just taking out the highs from the weekend. So there's two possibilities, and I'll show you on the lower time frame chart. So that's that 15-minute level that I wanted there. Then potentially look to take out these 2 wicks from, where is it, Sunday and Friday, for a possible swing failure into this hourly supply here, and that will coincide with filling the gap. And filling the gap doesn't have to mean it's going to reject, but it can be a possible point of rejection, and because given it coincides with those equal highs, it's worth watching there for a swing failure. And then similarly on Friday, I was looking for a swing fail into this 30-minute supply up here. It was a fairly high risk trade, but we ended up getting the swing failure, but it was the swing failure of the Thursday high rather than taking out the ultimate high. And it is possible now, that we're not going to go back and take out these highs. Like if the top has been put in with the swing fail of the top of the range, we may not go back to the original chart. It's possible if that's the overall high now that we're now going to go back down and take out the low of the range, which could mean down taking out this daily demand. So like I say, I'm still sort of indecisive either way on this. Like until we flip a weekly, or at least a 3-day or a weekly supply, I'm not going to be bearish. But just playing within the range for the moment.